13th marks yet another edition of the annual World Radio Day. UNESCO declares the theme as Radio and Diversity for this year. Now, radio is a powerful medium for celebrating humanity in all its diversity, and the 9th edition of the day will focus on advocating for pluralism in radio, including a mix of public, private and community broadcasters, as well as encouraging representation in the newsroom. UNESCO representative in Namibia, Mr. Jafar Musa Al-Kadum, now joins us to elaborate. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning and thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
And you've been in Namibia since 2018. I think before that you were stationed in Mozambique, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, yeah.
And how would you describe your stay so far in the country?
Wow, it's wonderful. I mean, I didn't see 2019 flying fast. It was a year of deeply, clearly interaction, but also partnership with the government at a senior level, with technicians, with all partners. I'm well, I would say, adapted. Hope we have some rain in Windhoek, but still, I'm very happy to be here and serving our organization here as a representative and dealing with a number of things. Glad to have ended the let's say 2019 with I would say the confirmation from the government that they will host in 2021 the global celebration of the World Press Freedom Day. 2021 is not far.
Yes.
It's just here, and this is also to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Windhoek Declaration that gave birth to all of that. So I'm very excited. 2020 is going to be a very exciting year towards, I would say, 2021, and
Fantastic.
including this theme that we are going to discuss today.
Yes, so annual World Radio Day is around the corner as well.
Yeah.
And this year's theme is Radio and Diversity. Perhaps you can talk to us about that a bit more.
Yeah. Radio and diversity, this is again to celebrate the importance of radio, which is still, although people would think that there have been a change in the environment when it comes to media, but still radio is most used, consumed medium actually in terms of communication. Diversity, because we have to celebrate, to give voice to promote, to advocate pluralism, but to also celebrate and advocate for content, diverse content, but also make sure that the voice of those who are not heard most of the time are also heard, and also to ensure that as you rightly said at the introduction, that in the newsroom we ensure diversity. Diversity, this is also to connect with the global agenda, the Agenda 2030, which is leaving no one behind. We have to hear the voices of everyone. And as you know, in 2020, if we have to go until 2030, we have only 10 years. So the UN has also launched this action, I would say advocacy, which is called a decade for action. We need to ensure that we mobilize civil society organizations, we mobilize all our partners to talk about the theme of the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals. So diversity is important for us to make sure that we advocate in all aspects.
You mentioned just now how radio is the most used medium of communication still, and so it's still relevant. And I'm wondering if in 10 years this will still be the status quo, as we do live in an era of, social media and all of that. Do you think in 10 years' time this will still be the status quo on radio?
I think yes. Radio survived. Radio survived from all the transformation of the environment, and of course the innovation that was brought in by the technology. Today, more and more we see convergence actually of media. I mean, people are now listening to their own radio from their mobile phone. Now a number of radio stations are actually using other social media to expand and to make sure that the interactions with the public, with the audience, which was done through telephone, today is done through social media. So yes, I mean, I would like to be a prophet here, saying that in 10 years, in 20 years, radio still and is going to be still a medium that is most consumed, because it also creates, you know, this belonging of a global community, but it also give, let's say, voice and possibility of those who are in a remote area to have access to information. So this is important, and you see also the transformation of the, let's say, what you call the radio. It used to be a big, you know, box. Now we have reducing, but still, as I said, even going through listening to your radio from your mobile phone.
Yeah. What activities have been lined up for February the 13th?
February 13. I'm very proud to work with a team that was set up by the Ministry of Information, MICT, and supported by the Namibia National Commission of UNESCO and all media fraternity. I'm so impressed with the work, with the preparatory work is done. There will be a fair, a radio fair, which is to be organized at the College of Art in Katatura. We try to, I mean, this is for the central one, because we expect also that in the region also there are some celebration, but here will be the gathering of all radio broadcasters and media fraternity at the Katatura College of Art to celebrate again radio on all its form, and so I'm really excited to see things happening that day.
Fantastic. Any concluding remarks you'd like to leave us with?
My concluding remark is, again, this is a festival. It's going to be the festival of broadcaster, actually radio broadcaster, but also the media fraternity. And let's use this opportunity to indeed give voice to those who sometimes we don't hear. Let's give this opportunity to think about other themes, bringing in diversity in the program, but also looking at the way we manage our newsrooms, so that we try to build that. And this is the spirit of the Windhoek Declaration I've just mentioned. And it's also for us to start building up, you know, the momentum towards Windhoek 30th anniversary in 2021, where we'll have all the world's gathering here in Namibia. I'm so excited to see that.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Thank you. That was Mr. Jafar Musa Al-Kadroum, the UNESCO representative to Namibia, speaking to us this morning on February the 13th. It's annual World Radio Day, and that's what we were in discussion about. We'll be right back.